crack through the egg membrane and your curved teeth, already grown, already sharp, you don't know what you're doing. Your teeth slice through something soft. Around you, 43 siblings are hatching the same way, all thrashing in the same direction toward a large shape hovering nearby. Your mother. She tries to swim away, but she's exhausted from egg laying. Blood pours from dozens of shallow cuts across her body. She's bleeding from her own children's birth. The water cloud's red, thick. The smell of blood spreads through the current like a signal flare. That's when they arrive. A Glycmanius erupts from the murk below 12 feet of muscle, hunting the blood smell. Behind it, 3 more sharks circle up from the depths. Above, a school of smaller predators descending like rain. You created this. Your first 60 seconds alive, and you've turned the water into a feeding frenzy. Your mother tries to flee, but the Glycmanius hits her broadside. Its jaws close on her tail. She spins, slashing with her own curved teeth, and connects. The Glycmanius releases, but another one strikes from below. She's fighting 3 at once now. You watch your mother die fighting the predators your birth attracted. She takes 2 sharks with her, those scissor teeth work when you're desperate. Then she's gone, torn apart. You sink to the bottom with your siblings. The predators are too busy feeding to notice. Spot movement, a juvenile nautiloid spinning through the water. You don't chase it. You wait until it drifts close, then you strike upward like a viper. Your jaw shoots forward and the innermost teeth, the only ones that matter, cut through soft flesh. The nautiloid splits. One half drifts away. You swallow the other piece. First meal in 3 days. But here's what you just learned. Every successful strike creates a blood cloud, and blood clouds attract attention you don't want. A shadow passes overhead. You freeze. A 6-foot shark circles down, following the scent straight to your hiding spot. It doesn't attack, you're too small, too weird looking, but it stays, hovering, waiting to see if you'll create more blood clouds worth stealing. You just learned something terrible. Every time you feed successfully, you're ringing a dinner bell for everything bigger than you. Skip forward 8 months, you're 5 feet long. You've perfected the slashing technique. Strike from below, drive upward, let the innermost teeth cut. You're catching prey now, actually feeding yourself. But you're creating blood clouds everywhere you hunt. And the predators are learning. At first they scattered. When you approached, you looked dangerous, all those curved teeth on display. But they're noticing a pattern. You attack, blood appears, you eat half your kill, they swarm in and steal the rest. You're becoming a hunting tool for scavengers. They follow you now, wait for you to do the hard work, then mob you until you abandon your own food. Today, you caught a large cephalopod, slashed it perfectly, started feeding. Within 30 seconds, 12 sharks appeared. They didn't attack you, they attacked your kill. You tried to defend it, but one rammed you sideways, and while you were spinning, the others tore the carcass apart. You got 2 bites from your own kill. They got everything else. You're burning energy hunting for predators who've learned you're easier to rob than to avoid. Then your first tooth breaks. You slash through an armored fish and hit a scale plate wrong. The tip sheared off. Clean break, immediate pain. Normal sharks would shed that tooth within days. Yours migrate forward on a conveyor belt that takes 6 weeks. 6 weeks of pain with every strike. You hunt anyway. The broken edge creates bigger blood clouds. The scavengers circle closer, arriving faster. Skip forward 3 years. You're 18 feet long. You haven't seen another Edestus in 2 years. The ocean is emptying of your kind. The shallow bays that used to shelter dozens now shelter none. Then you smell it. Another Edestus, female. You follow the scent for 2 days until you find her. 20 feet long, scarred, feeding in the last channel that hasn't turned toxic. You approach. She sees you, holds position. For the first time in years, you're not alone. Then the water explodes. Another male, 22 feet, bigger than you. He charges. His shoulder hits like a boulder. You spin and he's slashing teeth, raking your flank. You slash back, miss. He drives upward. You twist and bring your jaw down hard on his back. Contact, but the angle is wrong. Your curved rows fold inward with impact. One of your own teeth punctures your own lower jaw. Instant catastrophic pain. Your jaw dislocates. The broken tooth embedded in your own flesh, holding your mouth half open. The other male moves toward the female. You force your jaw closed despite the agony. The tooth tears through more tissue, but the jaw relocates with a crack you feel through your skull. Blood pours from your mouth. Your blood, from your own weapon. You slash anyway. One strike connects with his gills and he retreats. The female watches, doesn't choose, waits. You circle for 20 minutes, both bleeding, both exhausted. He's bigger, but you're more desperate. He charges, you ram, head to head. You recover first. Your damaged teeth find his throat and hold. He thrashes. Your jaw screams, you hold. He breaks free and flees. You don't follow. Your jaw hangs wrong. Every breath hurts. The female approaches. No bonding, just biology. She releases eggs. You release sperm. Then she swims away and you never see another Edestus again. You're alone, jaw ruined, teeth worse. And somewhere, your offspring will hatch and probably kill their mother just like you did. Skip forward 1 year. You're 21 feet long, and the ocean is changing around you. Predators that used to scatter now hold their ground. Scavengers that used to wait now attack while you're eating. But it's worse than opportunism. It's coordination. You slash a fish. Blood blooms. Sharks arrive, but they don't swarm randomly. 3 positioned between you and deep water, 4 behind, 2 above. They're corralling you. Every direction blocked. They're not attacking, just positioning, waiting. You abandon your kill and flee. They don't follow. 9 different sharks just coordinated a robbery. 3 days later, same pattern. Different species, sharks, bony fish, smaller predators working together. The ocean is learning. Your blood clouds, your slashing, your half-eaten kills, you've been training every predator to rob you. They're not just stealing anymore, they're hunting you. You make a kill in open water, a large nautiloid, slashed clean. You start feeding. 30 predators arrive within 90 seconds. Not scattering at the edges, not waiting. Approaching from every angle in coordinated waves. You try to defend your kill, but they're not targeting the food. They're targeting you. A shark slashes your tail. You spin to face it and another hits your flank. You slash back and connect, but 3 more strike from behind. You're bleeding from 5 wounds now. Your damaged jaw is too slow. Your worn teeth barely cut. The outer teeth are still useless, flapping uselessly as you thrash. You flee to the shallows. They pursue to the depth limit, then hold position, waiting. You just learned something horrifying. The ocean has identified you as a threat and evolved cooperation to eliminate you. You're the largest predator in these waters, and they're hunting you like prey. Skip forward 2 months. You haven't eaten in 6 days. Every hunt ends the same way. You slash prey. Blood appears. The alliance arrives. You lose the kill, or you lose blood defending it. Your body is covered in wounds from coordinated attacks. Your teeth are stumps. Your jaw clicks wrong with every bite. You're 22 feet of apex predator slowly starving to death because your prey learned to fight back as a team. The shallow bays are almost gone now. Sea level dropped another 3 feet. You're hunting in water so shallow your dorsal fin breaks the surface. You spot prey. A large fish, alone, struggling in the current. Easy target. You approach carefully. Something feels wrong. The fish isn't fleeing. It's just floating there, bleeding slightly. You're so hungry you don't question it. You strike. Your worn teeth cut through flesh and you start to feed. Then the water around you goes dark. They were waiting, all of them. 30, 40, 50 predators emerging from the coral, from the sand, from the murk. Sharks, rays, large bony fish, eels, species that have never been seen cooperating before. The bleeding fish was bait. They used your own hunting strategy against you. They hit you from every direction simultaneously, not random strikes coordinated. When you turn to face one attacker, 3 more strike your flanks. When you try to dive, they block the route. When you slash, they've already moved. Your damaged jaw won't stay closed. Your broken teeth slide through water. You connect with 2 sharks, but the outer teeth, still useless after 21 years, just push them aside without cutting. They tear into your tail first, crippling you. You can't swim, can't flee. You try to slash at the attackers, but there are too many and they've seen this move 100 times. They know exactly when you'll strike and they're already gone. More teeth find your gills, your flanks, your belly. You're bleeding from 20 wounds. The water clouds red with your own blood, the same blood clouds you've been creating your entire life. The irony hits you as your vision starts to fade. You trained them to do this. Every hunt, every blood cloud, every stolen kill. You showed them you could be beaten. You demonstrated that coordination works. You proved that the apex predator bleeds just like everything else. Your curved scissor teeth, the weapons that made you the largest predator Earth had produced, they're still moving as you sink. Opening, closing, never quite connecting. The outer teeth sliding past each other with that same half-inch gap they've had since birth. 22 feet of muscle and bone. 2 tons of evolutionary experiment. The ocean's first attempt at scissor teeth. And you're dying in 3 feet of water, torn apart by the alliance you created, killed by hunting strategies you taught them, betrayed by teeth that never worked right, and a jaw you damaged, fighting for a mate you saw for 5 minutes. The last thing you feel is smaller scavengers moving in. Not afraid anymore. They've learned you can't fight back when you're bleeding out. Your teeth keep moving for several minutes after your heart stops. Opening, closing, missing. 300 million years later, scientists will find your jaw buried in what used to be shallow tropical seas. They'll call your teeth unique, specialized, remarkable. They won't mention that most of them never touched, that the conveyor belt system meant damaged teeth stayed damaged for weeks, that your hunting style trained every predator in your ecosystem to coordinate attacks against you specifically. They'll note you existed for 6 million years before vanishing. They'll find that Campyloperion appeared immediately after same body plan, but with 1 tooth whorl instead of 2. Half the teeth, twice the survival time. Evolution tried your design and decided the scissors didn't need 2 blades. You were born by killing your mother with teeth that barely worked. You spent 21 years creating blood clouds that attracted the predators who'd eventually learn to hunt you. You damaged your own jaw fighting for a mate you'd never see again. You watched your shallow water habitat disappear while toxic deep water blocked escape. And in the end, you didn't die to a bigger predator or an environmental disaster. You died because you accidentally taught 40 species to work together, and they used your own hunting tactics to destroy you. Life as Edestus? Your birth was matricide. Your weapon was broken geometry. Your hunting created the alliance that killed you. And your most distinctive feature, those curved scissor teeth that should have made you unstoppable, they never worked right and you couldn't fix them. But believe it or not, there's an animal with an even worse life. Watch that story next.